I just want to start by saying that this is not going to be a Chibnall or Whittaker, not my Doctor Rant video that you're probably expecting. As I see it, all showrunners are open to criticism, and whilst Chibnall definitely pales in comparison to his predecessors, with Series 11 being one of the worst series since the revival, but Series 12 showed a great improvement and one of the best series we've had in a while in my opinion, possibly going back to before the 50th. Now, when it comes to the Timeless Child revelation from the end of Series 12, it's not all bad. I like the idea of the Timeless Child, the source where the Time Lords gain their ability to regenerate. And ever since the Master was offered a new life cycle in the Five Doctors, it's been clear that it's an artificial process, not a natural one. So the Shobogans finding a lost child, taking it in as one of their own, and then experimenting on it to develop regeneration is a decent idea. I also have no objection to the pre-Hartnell Doctors. There isn't really much to contradict that there were incarnations of the Doctor before Hartnell. I mean, that's going to be a controversial statement, with the explanation that they were wiped from the Doctor's mind. This creates a mystery as to what the Doctor was doing during this period and would raise questions about their true origin. And if it leads to a Ruth Doctor spin-off working for the Division, then I'd be happy, with each series seeing her on a different mission and leading to the inevitable mind wipe that makes her become the Doctor that we all know and love. I mean, done well, this could be a very good series. I mean, please BBC, we need more content, please. What does not work, however, is the Doctor being the Timeless Child. As many people have pointed out, this means that the Doctor is special and has infinite regenerations, and is the basis of the Time Lord Society. This is not what the Doctor is supposed to be. The Doctor is just another Time Lord wandering through space, getting involved in whatever mishaps. Making them into Space Jesus was enough of a common complaint throughout the RTD and Moffat eras, but now they've really made them into this immortal godlike being. I mean, just why? So, onto the subject of the video, how would I fix this? I've seen some people suggest that the Master was simply lying, that what he showed the Doctor was made up. If they did this, that would just be a major cop-out to me. I mean, the Master lied just seems like the most quick fix approach and just makes both the Master and the Doctor's character developments this series become completely pointless. So I would definitely not take this approach. An important thing to do is to let this sit for a while. Don't go in changing things immediately with Series 13. Sorry, that's classic. With Series 13. But you should have the Doctor show doubt, have her question what she's learnt, say there's something not quite right with what she was shown/told. By doing this, the audience knows and will expect there to be more to it, even if it is that the whole thing was a lie. I'd let it sit at least until the 60th, so we're getting 3 or 4 years out of this mystery, as opposed to the 9 weeks we had through Series 12. Yes, we had the remnants, but I mean, you don't want to start immediately retconning retcons, as then people won't be as engaged with the story. But then, what should the fix be? Well, one idea I had was for it to be revealed that, yes, the Doctor was the Timeless Child, but so were many other Time Lords. The child was cloned or ciphered off into making other Time Lords, so not only is the Doctor the Timeless Child, the Master is a Timeless Child, the Rani is a Timeless Child, the Monk, Romana, Drax, and now I'm starting to sound like Oprah. I don't know exactly how it could work, but all the younger Time Lords being timeless children gets around the Doctor isn't special problem. Maybe the Timeless Child had its DNA put into looms. Okay, this is getting silly now. And it doesn't explain how the first Division Doctor and this Timeless Child are the same. So then we get into my second fix, which is just basically a fan theory, but at least hear me out. As I said earlier, I like the idea of the Timeless Child, and I like the idea of pre-Hartnell Doctors, to the extent that the Doctor worked for the Division and for their service they were given a new regeneration cycle but had their previous lives wiped from them. So what if that's what happened? The Doctor was just another Time Lord who was recruited by the Division, worked for them for years and was then given a new regeneration cycle after their 13 were taken up. and had their mind wiped. But what if the division had one last mission for them? Let the Doctor grow up in Gallifrey with the Master and the Rani, be told tales by a local hermit, enroll at the Time Lord Academy where he's taught by Barusa, but then one day he's given the Timeless Child, mind wiped and with a perception filter on it to make the Doctor think that it's his granddaughter. The Timeless Child is Susan. Yes, I know that's cliche. The Doctor's last mission was to take the Timeless Child and be her protector away from the Time Lords. As we know from Trial of the Time Lord, the Matrix can be altered, so the division could have edited it to say that the Doctor was the Timeless Child, and deletes any mention of Susan before then disguising it as the Brendan story so no one would look at it for too long. This way you can preserve what's good about the Timeless Child revelation, whilst also getting past what clearly hasn't worked. And as I said, make this a gradual revelation. Have the Doctor question it over several series at least. This may even open up a searching for Susan arc, and yes, I know about Big Finish. So there's how I do it. What do you think? I mean, would you do it another way? Comment below, or you could just post something about how terrible Chibnall is and how great Moffat was whilst insulting me personally. I mean, I don't care. The YouTube algorithm doesn't tell the difference. So, anyway, bye.